Hello everyone, this is my movie scene analysis for my 1061 communications class. First, we're going to start with the following quote. This is what you should be thinking about. Who you are, in this moment of time, who you want to be. You only get one life, and you decide how you're going to spend it. This quote is super moving, and it makes us question our actions so far in life. And you wouldn't believe that this is actually Principal Bentley from Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. This movie is most known as a remake of the 1995 Jumanji with well-known stars The Rock and Kevin Hart. Jumanji does an excellent job in conveying communication skills and styles through small groups. In this video, we're going to analyze the snake basket scene from Jumanji. The timestamp is 50:12 through 53:47, just in case you want to go watch. By the end of this video, hopefully we'll have a better understanding of how individual roles and groups can lead to common goal and success. First, we're going to cover some basic definitions behind group task roles, group building and maintenance roles, and then finally individual roles. Group task roles involve the matter of getting things done and accomplishing the desired goal. Task roles are often positions that are occupied by any group member. Building group and maintenance roles impact the actual relationship of the group, and it typically involve emotions and group climate. These members show concern for group member feelings, show nature behind interpersonal relationships. Finally, individual roles. These are specific to each member of the group. These can be broken into different categories that we will discuss later in the video. Each of these definitions can be found in John Butcher's Fundamentals of Communication. Just in case you've never seen the movie, I'm going to go ahead and give some basic background information. So 4 teenagers begin playing this game Jumanji in detention, and they get sucked into the game itself. They become the characters that they chose in the beginning, and they must succeed in a series of challenges in order to save Jumanji, beat the game, and return to their normal life. In the snake basket scene, Dr. Bravestone, Ruby Roundhouse, Franklin Finbar, and Professor Oberon must work together to retrieve a clue that's inside of a snake-infested basket. Finbar's group task role can be considered an information giver. In this scene, he relates facts that are relevant to the snake to his other group members. Finbar can also be considered a compromiser, but not necessarily in a good way. Instead of compromising for the success of the group, he thinks that he's unfit, so he avoids the act at hand because it's dangerous and he just doesn't want to do it. Similar to that of a blocker, he's blocking the success of the group. Professor Oberon is a dominator, which is an individual role, later on in this scene, for he's the one that has the actual staring contest with the snake. If you watch the scene, you'll understand what I'm saying. Even though he is fearful, he attempts to pull through for the success of the group. He is also an elaborator because it was him who explained that a staring contest was necessary and volunteered himself to do it. In this specific scene, Ruby Roundhouse is more of a follower, which is also an individual role, because she doesn't make any acts by herself. She's more of just a commenter, commenting on the other actions of people and keeping the conversation flow going. She does make various comments, but it's just to keep herself involved. It doesn't have any actual significance to the success of the group. And then finally, Dr. Bravestone. Dr. Bravestone can also be considered an elaborator because he agrees with Oberon and explains how a staring contest may be the solution to this challenge. Each group role and individual role changes throughout the movie. So if you watch other scenes, you'll see that one that was a follower may not be a leader. One that was a elaborator may not be a compromiser. It's just depending on what challenge they're completing at that time. For example, I said about how Dr. Bravestone was an elaborator, but he could also be a coordinator because he shows relevance behind ideas while promoting teamwork and cooperation. In the snake scene, he accepts feedback from his team members and shows that he is most fit to complete that action. Finally, I want to add that each individual may perform a variety of different roles within the group. Some are helpful, like Dr. Bravestone, and then some are not so helpful, like Finbar, who was avoiding the situation at hand. All 4 members eventually work together at the end of the movie to complete all of these challenges, beat the game, save Jumanji, and return to their normal lives. I hope you have a little bit better understanding of group roles, task roles, individual roles, and how they all work together to complete a common goal. Thank you for watching.